Indianapolis. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 36, Ryan. That one finds Pierce right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Jackson and Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. That one complete to Prochet. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On third down, Jackson able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 35 yards. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Yeah.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
21!
Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the draw, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor from 4 yards out. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brandon Faison. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break.
And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, look at the juke. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the 2nd half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down. They go play action now. Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Play action. Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 47 yards. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for two.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 29, Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
The kick is good.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into ya. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as has a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. He finds some open field here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Jackson now. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him. And
in for the Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Seven, our score after one.
Score time, 7-7.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and 2, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Well, this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. After the run, now Herbert to throw. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 33 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 14, Ravens 7. Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. But able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins, and they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have a first down as they get to the ground at the 37.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he will have the Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. But it sounds a little surprised to see Andrews come out with a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. James Prochet, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point. And is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice job there on the escape and scramble. First down, a 16-yard gain.
They have to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Crochet, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. It's Eckler again. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to be a call to the punt team on 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call it.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down, here's Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Derwin James with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Chargers 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tucker with the extra point. And lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. This one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job. You get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here.